What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to my Let's Play of WWE Day of Reckoning 2. Do you forgive me? Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Yesterday, we had 3 matches that were all on the same show as part of a mini tournament to be number 27 in the Royal Rumble. And obviously, this is a co-branded pay-per-view. Oh, good God almighty, Stacy. She's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, hi, Slug. I thought I might see you here. Why haven't you returned my calls? I have so much to say to you. Perhaps you should have watched SmackDown or Raw or seen the whole thing be unveiled. I want to explain all about what happened at Unforgiven. I was set up. Didn't you watch Raw? I didn't mean to hurt you, miss your match, or make you think I was a liar or a thief. I know, I watched Raw. Stacy, it was Edge and Jericho and Randy Orton. They took the belt in order to keep it away from Triple H. They're all bitter because they think Triple H screwed them over for the belt in the past. They set me up starting at WrestleMania. Jericho and Orton pretended to be on our side, but it was all a ruse. At the same time, they believed I was innocent. They were turning the whole locker room against me. And Edge, he worked at you, over and over to try to get you to doubt me. By the time that piece of the belt fell out of my locker, you have to admit that you didn't even consider that someone could have planted it. No, I didn't. I don't blame you, Stacy. I just want a chance to clear my name with you. I can't stand the thought of you thinking those things about me. Are you feeling the feelings that I'm feeling right now? The last few months have been rough, but I never gave up hope of explaining everything to you. Look, the truth is, I never really thought you could have stolen the title. You weren't that smart. But you missed my match. You promised me you'd be at ringside, but you weren't there for me. I was unconscious. That's a lot more important to me than any championship. Stacy, I fully meant to be there. Bischoff, he told me if I didn't find the belt that night, he was going to fire me. He even threatened to fire you. I had to try to find the belt for both our sakes, but Jericho led me into a trap. He did what? What are you talking? Don't you watch Raw? We explained this in a backstage promo. It happened in the parking lot. He led me into a 3-way beatdown at the hands of Randy Orton and Edge. They knocked me out, so I missed both our matches. And while I was out cold, that's also when Edge was able to plant that gold in my locker. I believe you. But I always thought it was Triple H behind the missing title. It still might be. It still might be. I mean, he's always been obsessed with it. Stealing it at WrestleMania isn't exactly a stretch. Edge, Jericho, and Orton knew that everyone would point the finger at Triple H. An obvious suspect like him would initially cover their guilt, so they had him marked as the fall guy from the start. But once Triple H began to make his defense, present his witnesses, and list possible motives for me to steal the title, the locker room started to see the logic in it. I guess that's when I started becoming the prime suspect. But that's all in the past now. Tonight, it's all about the Royal Rumble. This is gonna be the most important match I've ever had. What do you mean? I know you want to win the Rumble. Everybody does. That's just logic. But you've had important matches before. Stacy, I need to know, do you forgive me? Forgive you? Of course I forgive you, Slug. Okay, then here's the deal. When I went to SmackDown, I signed a lifetime contract because I knew there was no way in hell Bischoff would ever have me back on Raw under the circumstances. The problem is we can't be together if we're on different shows. So I asked Long and Bischoff if there was any chance that Raw would trade your contract to SmackDown, provided we were, back together. Trade me to SmackDown, and what did Bischoff say? He said there's one thing he'd trade you for, a WWE title defense against a Raw superstar. Since Raw doesn't have its World Heavyweight title, Bischoff wants SmackDown's top belt. That's why I have to win the Rumble tonight. If I win, I'll get a title opportunity for the WWE Championship. Once I win that Raw title, I can accept the challenge from a Raw superstar. If I beat him, I keep the title, and more importantly, your contract will belong to SmackDown. I don't know what to say. I thought I never wanted to see you again, but everything happened so fast. I can't believe you go through all that just for me. Stacy, this title I have now, and any championship I ever win from now on, is worth nothing if you're not there to share it with me. And there we go. Alright, sure, why not? Go get ready for the Rumble Slug. I'll be rooting for you. Hopefully it's not as ridiculously difficult as the Rumble is, or was, in the original Day of Reckoning. We'll see. Shelton Benjamin, Edge, and Eddie. Sure. I'm surprised it's not Jericho and Randy Orton. Like, that'd make more sense, right? If they're all kind of in there conspiring and whatnot, but sure. Anyway, welcome to Saturday, and boy oh boy is there some news and whatnot, and I'm gonna have to do some more editing here than I would normally do, because I honestly don't feel like watching my language. They've canceled Talking Smack. What the fuck? Like, the one show that you had to add more character development, which is a thing on a 2-hour show you don't have enough of, and you cancel it. You cancel it, you don't even tell Renee Young. You don't even tell Daniel Bryan that you're canceling it. They find out on Twitter. How insane is that? Like, it's crazy to me that that show, which, alright, so they said, oh, well, we're not having any more pyro because of costs. We're going to cut costs, cut pyro. Alright, sure. I can buy that, right? Talking Smack, the amount of costs involved there, your talent is already in the building, right? And you've already got this stuff already set up to do what you need to do. So the costs for Talking Smack, one would imagine, were pretty minimal, right? Outside of, okay, you gotta have the camera guys film it and that stuff. But the reasoning they gave is that, oh, it wasn't getting enough ratings, or, not enough people were watching Talking Smack. And I'm like, I wonder why that is. Maybe because you had, it used to be right after SmackDown, which was a nice lead-in after SmackDown. But no, now, it's after 205 Live. So whoever's brilliant idea it was to put it after 205 Live is part of what totally tanked those ratings. Also, not having one of the key members of that show for, 2 months, Daniel Bryan, because he was off because he had a kid, was also a big part of that business. So, it's like, are you... It's so annoying, right? And so, it's not 100% canceled, right? Just the weekly version of Talking Smack is canceled. So they'll have it, after pay-per-views. Because sure, after watching a 3-hour pay-per-view, I'm gonna want to sit there and watch Talking Smack. Like, I don't watch Raw Talk. I don't give a shit about Raw Talk. For a show that gave you development on characters you might actually wanted, they weren't getting otherwise, it's incredibly frustrating to have them go, no, we just don't need it anymore. We just don't need it anymore. And, like, what are you doing, considering you have other backstage people to interview? What else are you doing with Renee Young, right? She's off Total Divas, you've already canceled Unfiltered, and now you've canceled, for the most part, Talking Smack. So, outside of the kickoff shows, and your, after pay-per-view edition of Talking Smack, like, what else is she doing? Somebody that talented, and you ain't giving her things to do. Like, how is that a thing that you're doing? I don't understand this whole thing at all. It is extraordinarily frustrating from a company who makes dumb decisions all the time. It's really just like, what on earth? For real though. Also, I just realized I forgot how to Irish Whip in this game, so that's going to be a problem, because I don't want to, yeah, alright, so, okay. Irish Whip is A and Y, which on this controller is kind of a pain in the butt, and he reversed it. Or no, I hit the button to, what did I even do there? A and Y. There we go. That didn't do what I wanted it to do, but DDT, I'll take it anyway. Oh boy. Oh crap. So, yep, let's reverse that, and then do that into Power Slam, because why not? So yes, once again, we are just baffled by the decisions over there in Stanford, or Titan Towers, whatever. Shelton Benjamin gets a DDT as I attempt to not lose this Rumble first round out. There are other news stories, although that's one I am the most annoyed about because that show had value. The characters there had value, and if you're not going to use that value, like what is the point? Like the important part of big wrestling moments is you understand the motivations of the characters. Otherwise, you're just watching matches. And if you wanted to just watch matches, you could watch UFC. You could watch any other type of fighting, whatever. And like the whole point is the stories and the culmination of the stories. And if you don't care about the characters, then what's the point of having the matches? I don't know. That's just my opinion on the matter here. I'm sure there are other folks who might think differently, but that's just the way I see it. And Shelton Benjamin, you got to go. You got to go. If only the camera would focus more on me and also not get attacked from behind, which is not cool. Not cool. Also, I have some finishers here, so I should probably use those. Anyway, elsewhere in the news, we have the bit of business involving the Hardys and some more details on the Hardys and what Anthem wanted from them to... I just failed. I couldn't... I was mashing it hard. I was mashing it. Wait, what? We're not gonna... Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not going to save here? Was that supposed to happen? It just didn't give me the rematch thing, so... Are we gonna get a branching path, or what is the deal? Because last time, it made me keep retrying that Rumble over and over and over. But if there's like a... Oh. Well, I guess we're gonna retry it, because that sucks. So, they basically, the details on the Hardys and Anthem is that they were supposed to come to a deal about buying the rights to the Broken Universe and all that stuff. And it was supposed to be in the neighborhood of $10,000 to $15,000, which is steep, but, you know, a thing that you could do for licensing of rights and that kind of stuff, right? But when they were supposed to come to an agreement where they would not disparage each other on social media, looking at you, Matt Hardy's wife. But what happened was that, I guess, at the last minute, Anthem was like, oh, also, we want 50% of the profits for the music and the artwork of Jeff Hardy. And they were like, no. Are you insane? No. Not happening. And that kind of is how that thing apparently has fallen through yet again. So will it ever go through? I guess that's up for debate. But at the moment, it is not going through, and that's kind of why. Because I guess what happened was they wanted to re-sign Jeff Hardy to a lucrative deal, and Matt Hardy to a much less lucrative deal, and that's kind of how that played out. So, unfortunate. So we'll see whether or not the Broken Hardys will ever happen in WWE. It is, I guess, up for debate still. And that came out of a Sports Illustrated article, I believe. Anyway, one last thing for news is that Ryback was claiming that he was supposed to have a match the year that they put the Warrior into the Hall of Fame. They're supposed to have a match with the Ultimate Warrior. And then immediately, Warrior's wife was like, no, that was never going to happen. And you would imagine she would know that's, you know, his wife. So it is literally a he said, she said at this point. And whether or not that ever gets clarified, I suppose we'll see. But at the moment, that's kind of what's going on with that bit of business. Although, wouldn't be the first time that Ryback has said a thing that people were like, nope, that's not how it happened at all. So, I don't know. I'm, you know, not going to call the shot on that either way, because I don't know either way, but it is what it is. Edge, you need to get out of my ring. If I lose this again, I'm just gonna go with it and see how things play out. I'll just go with it and see where the story takes me. But Eddie, Latino Heat, woo, woo. Get up, Eddie, because you're going down. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to hold the button here and throw him out meringue. Also, that was not my intention, but that could have gone real poorly when you think about it. Could have gone real poorly. What? How is that not? Okay, sure. I have. Oops. Right in the Jimmy Johns. I have a finisher here, so I should probably use that. There we go. Pick him up. Slug Sploder. All day. Day. Boom. Pick him up. Slug Sploder number 2. All day. Day. And that should hopefully get him to the point where I can pick him up. Hit A and Y. And throw the man out of meringue. And make that bit of business happen. Now, we're not done here. There are still 3 more competitors heading into the Royal Rumble here. Now, can I get them out before they gang up on me? That is the question. And how do I turn my attention? My right stick not working here at all. There we go. There we go. Oh, speaking of ruthless aggression, this is where I have to be very careful with this bit of business and not get myself immediately eliminated. So, can we... I didn't mean to do that, but sure. Submission was not my intention. Not my intention, but that's what I wanted. Slug Sploder. Because if you follow up on the Slug Sploder with an immediate, hey, get out my ring, then maybe you can make this happen. This seems way easier. This seems way easier than the original Day of Reckoning, which took me like 15 tries or 10 tries or something like that. It was a lot of tries. It was me sitting here sweating my ass off, getting that stuff done. It was a bit ridiculous. All right, Kurt Angle. It's true. It's true. Haha. Same. Oh no. Catch as catch can from the Olympic gold medalist. I missed. I missed. Aha. DDT. Alright, same plan here. Finisher. Pick him up. Slug Sploder. Oh no! Pick him up. Pick him up. Slug Sploder. To Kurt Angle. It's true. It's true. Pick him up. Throw him out. And then stomp on the man. And hope that that is enough stomping. And there we go. That's working out pretty well. That's working out pretty well. Yeah. Do the bounce. Do that bounce. We have one more. It is the Animal Batista. How can we take care of the Animal Batista? Very, very carefully. Get up, Batista. It's time for a Slug Sploder. Boom. It's time for another Slug Sploder. This is the most dominant I've been in a Royal Rumble in a video game ever. Pick him up. Throw him out. And then stomp on him. Wow. This has gone way easier than last time. Way easier. Wow. That was a pretty hefty win there for your boy, attackslug. I dig it. I have to wonder how the story branches if you don't win the Royal Rumble. I'm curious. But whatever. I won the Rumble, therefore I am now the #1 contender for WrestleMania, and I'm pretty sure John Cena is the champion. But I suppose we'll find out more about that tomorrow, right here on this channel. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.